Ladies and gentlemen, this is Oakster from Oaksters Bass and Beyond. And by looking at the opening frame here, you can tell what this video is going to be about. Today, we're going to talk about why Monster Bass is the better box with the better baits. And why I choose this box over a former box I used to get. Guys, if you love fishing and if you love baits, if you're a bait fanatic, this is the box for you. Why is that? It's because Monster Bass and Rick tell you that you're going to get name brand baits, hand selected for the region that you live in, to catch more fish. And I want to tell you, they hold up on their promise every time. This is a monthly subscription box that you select the region in the United States you live in. Me, I'm in the state of West Virginia, so I'm part of the Northeast region. I'm in the mountains. The Appalachians run all the way through the Northeast. These baits work great for me. Now, I don't know which month each one of these boxes came in, but because I didn't mark them, that don't matter, because it's all name brand baits. They're better baits. Why did I choose Monster Bass over that other company? Because every time I'd open the box, I'd get a little red in the hind end, a little aggravated, a little hint. Well, when I'd open that box, rarely was there a name brand bait in there as they promised, because they do promise name brand baits every month. And I would see brands of baits I ain't never heard of. And I heard Rick state that he's been to like 8 Bassmaster Classics, so he's seen them all. He never seen them bait companies before. That's why I took a chance on Monster Bass. Now, I was with 6 Cents, and I'm going to go back to 6 Cents, but I ran out of storage for all those hard baits, and I love every one of them. But they are, that's what you get: crankbaits, jerk baits, swim bait heads with underspins. That's what they're there for. You know what you get. And I will go back to them once I get more storage, along with my Monster Bass Company. But this right here I will always have. Now we're going to show you a little bit about some of the baits that's in these boxes, just to show you. Sometimes they do a theme box. Strike King took over 1 month. Jason Christie took over 1 month. And every so often that will happen again. Now, what's amazing to me, what's going on in the world with the COVID-19 pandemic. Right now I'm out here in my yard, my beautiful yard, getting to do this, and that's a wonderful thing. Fishing is one of the best things you can do for social distancing, especially in these mountains, because you can get away from folks. And there's a lot of beautiful streams in these mountains that hold smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. There's lakes back in these mountains that you can take trails around and get away from folks, or get out on your kayak and social distance and have a blast and continue to do what you love to do with the best baits from Monster Bass. Guys, if you haven't had a subscription box before, let me tell you, you get about $45 to $50 worth of baits. It comes in each box for a monthly subscription of $35. Hand selected for your region by a pro from the Northeast that understands these waters. Where else can you get that? Somebody's helping you pick out the best baits for your area. That's amazing. Well, let's just show you a little bit. And by the way, I want to thank Rick and them at Monster Bass for changing the shape of the box. It'll fit my mailbox. I used to get a little slip in the mailbox, and I would have to run to the post office to pick up my Monster Bass. And I'd have to skip lunch at work and run to the post office to get it, but I did. I never let that sucker go back. as far as I know. But just this box here, I just grabbed it at random. Of course, you get the beautiful Monster Bass stickers. And this happens to be the Jason Christie box. Booyah. Everybody's heard of Booyah. Spinnerbait from Booyah. Heddon. Who hadn't heard of Heddon? Here's this Super Spook Jr. Awesome topwater bait. They're known for a lot of other famous baits. Tiny Torpedo comes to mind to all you smallmouth fishermen. Cotton Cordell, the big O square bill crankbait. Yum Dingers, great stick bait, Cinco style bait. This one right here catches my heart. This is a Smithwick Rogue. This is awesome for bedding bass. It's a floater. You can float it right on top of them, walk that dog, jerk it around, whatever, and nail some big bass. You get a lipless crankbait from Booyah. So as you see, name brand baits. And as I do, and here's a little card on Jason Christie. But as I go through in these videos, I'm going to break down. I'm going to do one video about what's just written on the box. Well, that's one box. Here's another box. When we go talk name brand baits, Z-Man, probably the largest seller of baits in the world. They make everything from freshwater baits to saltwater baits. But look here, the green pumpkin chatterbait. Get a look at that. That is a deadly, deadly bait when the water gets clear, when they're looking for more natural presentations. Awesome. Bomber. I mean, Lunker Hunt. There's a pencil popper from Lunker Hunt. I mean, this is just an example, ladies and gentlemen, what you get in your subscription boxes every month. There's about 8 baits to a box. There's always hooks in the box that'll go with a certain bait. Boy, this in here's my baby. Who doesn't love Strike King? Strike King took over. Can't remember what month, maybe it was January. KVD 1.0, square bill. I don't have my glasses, but here's a KVD HC5. Dives to 12 feet. Rage, 4-inch rage self menace cross. Look at this vinyl stickers, getting ready to go on my Jeep window with all my other favorite stuff. KVD jerkbait, Strike King. Thunder Cricket, ladies and gentlemen, Thunder Cricket. Who's going to put a Thunder Cricket in their box? It's a $15 bait in most places, maybe $12.99, $13.99, depends on where you go. Who is going to select that for their monthly subscription box because of how high a dollar this thing costs and still give you 8 baits in a box? Nobody but Monster Bass, ladies and gentlemen. KVD Cinco style Ochos. Is this not a killer bait? You hear about KVD and his Ochos and all his bass tournaments. Guys, this is a deadly bait. This is in a, I don't have my glasses, but it's like a green pumpkin with red flake. And a bag of game hogs. Guys, I watched a guy from Monster Bass today, Carolina rigging, with these game hogs and was killing them. I'm not going to go through all these boxes because they're I'm pretty much convinced you. I mean, I gave away some boxes for Christmas. Here's another one. The Lunker Hunt Spider. Now people look at that, so bass eat spiders? Of course they eat spiders. When I lived in the Richmond, Virginia area and fished a big pond in King William County, Virginia, I used to watch bass sitting there laying right in the fairly few inches of water and suck mice off the bank. They eat these spiders. Hula popper, guys. This is the new hula popper 2.0. I cannot wait to get out there at night and sling one of those. Original rattle trap. That beautiful color. X-Zone Ned baits. Everybody Ned rigs. I mean, it's just some unbelievable stuff for $35 a month. The last box I got out here, Monster Bass Quagmire. Look at that. Top water spook style bait. Look at the red and that white on there and tore up bass are going to kill that. A hack attack jig from Strike King. Greg Hackney design. Going to catch some fish, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. From Lunker Hunt, a jerk bait. And I'm telling you, debugged from Stanley Jigs. Man, I remember Stanley and I as a kid fishing with their jigs called debugs. I mean, in the Z-Man Zinkers, this is in a schmelt color. This is their version of a Cinco worm, and it's got that Elastec, ladies and gentlemen. It stays on the hook. And a bag of Bama baits. My phones are ringing, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we'll try to return that call here in a second. But guys, give it a shot. Give it a try. You will be surprised how many baits start building up after a while. And it's worth the money, guys, because you spend less than what you would spend in a retail store. I get $10 less, sometimes more. I mean, it is an awesome thing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be a lot more to come. I'm going to break down some techniques, some things I'm learning every day that I can't do and what I can do with certain stuff, and what works well, all kind of good stuff. Guys, if you would, please smash that like button, click and subscribe, hit that little bell to get a notification each time I put up a video. And guys, Monster Bass, check it out. You won't regret it. As I walk past the camera, because I don't have a remote control, we will see you later.